Every iconic F1 circuit explained.
Since debuting in 1986 as the first Eastern Bloc race, the Hungaroring challenges drivers with its tight and twisty layout that demands technical precision over speed. Overtaking proves difficult due to narrow track width, so races often come down to tire management and pit strategy. The circuit gains attention in 2006, when Jenson Button claims his first career victory amid chaotic wet-dry conditions, showcasing adaptability. In 2021, Valtteri Bottas causes a major pileup by spinning into the field, illustrating the circuit's unforgiving nature. Hungaroring's typically hot and dusty climate adds physical strain on drivers, intensifying race difficulty. Its technical demands contrast with circuits emphasizing high-speed aerodynamics. The season then moves to the first-ever Formula One night race,
where the legend began. The asphalt witnessed courage.
Opened in 1953 and added to the F1 calendar as the San Marino Grand Prix in 1981. Imola quickly gains a reputation for punishing errors due to its tight layout and narrow runoffs. At 409 kilometers, the circuit's original high-speed design includes flat-out corners like Tamburello and Villeneuve, with minimal margin for driver recovery. That risk profile turns catastrophic in 1994, when Austrian rookie Roland Ratzenberger crashes fatally during qualifying and three-time world champion Ayrton Senna dies the next day in a high-speed impact at Tamburello. It's the blackest weekend in Formula One since 1960, triggering a regulatory overhaul. The FIA responds with sweeping safety reforms, track modifications, headrest padding, survival cell reinforcements, and the introduction of the safety car protocol as standard practice. Imola itself undergoes major redesigns. Tamburello is converted into a chicane, and additional runoff areas are added throughout. The race disappears from the calendar after 2006, but returns in 2020 due to COVID-era scheduling constraints. Its modern layout remains technical and unforgiving, rewarding driver discipline over outright pace. By 2005, the track still produces drama. Michael Schumacher and Fernando Alonso engage in a relentless multi-lap duel for victory that ends with Alonso defending on worn tires. That level of tension carries into the next venue, where high-speed straights and roaring home fans create a theater of national pride and mechanical limits. First held in 1929 and integrated into the Formula One World Championship in 1950, the Monaco Grand Prix remains the most iconic street race in motorsport. The circuit measures just 3.337 kilometers and demands 78 laps through the narrow streets of Monte Carlo, with no margin for error. Unlike most tracks, it offers no real runoff zones. Drivers run millimeters from metal barriers, threading through tight corners like Mirabeau and the tunnel section at nearly 280 kilometers. Widely regarded as the circuit's master, won here 6 times, including 5 consecutive victories from 1989 to 1993, setting a benchmark for dominance under pressure. The race is as unpredictable as it is unforgiving. In 1996, only 3 cars crossed the finish line, with Olivier Panis securing an unlikely win in treacherous conditions. A decade later, controversy struck again when Michael Schumacher parked his Ferrari at Rascasse during qualifying, an action stewards deemed deliberate to block competitors. Monaco's combination of history, danger, and glamour sustains its singular place in F1, even as the sport modernizes elsewhere. The next venue, by contrast, trades tight turns for length and raw speed.
Decades of innovation, each lap a new challenge.
Suzuka circuit opens in 1987 under Honda ownership and quickly establishes itself as a favorite among drivers due to its 5.807 kilometer figure-8 layout. one of the only designs of its kind in Formula One. The circuit's flow combines high-speed sequences like 130R with technical sections such as the S's, requiring precision over brute force. Its unique rhythm and varied demands make it a comprehensive test of both car setup and driver skill. Because of its late-season calendar slot, Suzuka has crowned the world champion 13 times, making it one of the most influential venues in F1's competitive structure. The most infamous clashes in Suzuka's history involve Ayrton Senna and Alain Prost, whose rivalry defines F1 in the late 1980s. In 1989, contact at the chicane ends Senna's race and hands the title to Prost. In 1990, Senna returns the favor by colliding with Prost at turn 1, securing the championship in controversial fashion. The circuit's reputation for drama intensifies in 2014 when Jules Bianchi crashes into a recovery vehicle during wet conditions, later succumbing to his injuries, the sport's first driver fatality in over 2 decades. The incident forces the FIA to rework safety car deployment protocols for all future races. Despite its risks, Suzuka maintains legendary status, consistently ranking among the top circuits in driver surveys. Its precision-based challenges stand in contrast to the speed-focused layout of Monza, where F1 records fall to raw power. Malaysia's Sepang International Circuit debuts in 1999 and is quickly recognized for its modern design by Herman Tilke, featuring wide straights and tight hairpins. The tropical climate subjects teams to sudden monsoon downpours, turning every race into a strategic roulette where tire choices and timing become crucial. In 2001, Michael Schumacher displays masterful control, sliding through wet corners, reinforcing his wet weather prowess. However, 2016's race is a heartbreak for Lewis Hamilton as an engine failure ruins his title hopes. Declining attendance and financial concerns forced the race's cancellation after 2017, ending nearly 2 decades of unpredictable weather battles. The calendar then heads to a street circuit famous for high speeds and drama. Spa-Francorchamps, first raced in 1925 and added to the F1 calendar in 1950, stretches 7.04 kilometers through the Ardennes forest, making it the longest circuit in modern Formula One. Known for signature corners like Eau Rouge and Raidillon, it combines high-speed straights with severe elevation changes where speeds exceed 300 km/h before hard braking zones. The layout constantly tests driver confidence in car setup, especially in mixed conditions common in the region. Spa's location means one sector can be dry while another is soaked, often forcing teams into split-second strategic decisions that shape championship outcomes. Its history is punctuated by chaos and controversy. In 1998, a first-lap downpour triggered a 13-car pileup on the start-finish straight, the largest in F1's modern era, and later saw David Coulthard and Michael Schumacher collide under treacherous visibility. In 2021, rainfall rendered the track undrivable, leading to the shortest F1 race ever, 2 laps behind the safety car. No competitive racing. Still, Spa remains a favorite among drivers and fans, thanks to its flowing layout and consistent unpredictability. That volatility gives way to structured speed at the next historic venue, the birthplace of the championship itself. The Marina Bay Street Circuit in Singapore launches the first F1 night race in 2008, quickly becoming a test of endurance over 61 laps and 23 tight corners under intense artificial lighting. The full 2-hour race pushes drivers physically due to extreme humidity and temperatures. Singapore's strategic complexity becomes infamous during the 2008 Crashgate scandal, where Nelson Piquet Jr. deliberately crashes to aid teammate Fernando Alonso's race win. The 2017 start sees a multi-car collision involving Sebastian Vettel, Kimi Raikkonen, and Max Verstappen, taking out title contenders immediately. Safety car deployments are frequent here, influencing race strategy and often neutralizing leads. Singapore's unique conditions set up a sharp contrast with Malaysia's tropical unpredictability.
Every iconic F1 circuit.
The Red Bull Ring in Spielberg, Austria, has undergone 3 name changes but remains a staple on the F1 calendar since 1970. Its 4.30 kilometer length produces some of the shortest lap times in F1, averaging around 1 minute 2 seconds due to a layout that favors raw power and acceleration. During the 2020 COVID-affected season, back-to-back races here test team endurance, while Max Verstappen dominates with 4 wins in 3 years. The track's 600-meter altitude affects engine performance, forcing teams to tweak power units and aerodynamics for thinner air. A notable incident from 2002 involves Rubens Barrichello, who is ordered by Ferrari team management to let Michael Schumacher pass for victory, igniting controversy over team orders. The Austrian circuit's brief laps and frequent overtaking spots keep racing tight and unpredictable. From here, the calendar moves to a twisty track known for its strategic challenges rather than outright speed. Baku City Circuit debuts in 2016 as a 6.03-kilometer street track and quickly earns a reputation as Formula One's fastest urban layout. Its narrow castle section marks the tightest corner in F1, demanding precision at speed. The 2017 race sees Sebastian Vettel brake-checking Lewis Hamilton, triggering a rare team clash. In 2021, Max Verstappen suffers a tire blowout, while Hamilton crashes during a chaotic restart, exemplifying the circuit's unpredictability. Multiple safety cars, on-track incidents, and surprise podium finishers, making it a favorite for fans craving drama. Podiums here are as unpredictable as roulette wheels, contrasting with more stable venues like Zandvoort. After its first race in 1952, Zandvoort returns to the F1 calendar in 2021, featuring steep banking at corners 3 and 14, an unusual characteristic in modern F1. Max Verstappen dominates his home race with local support from an 80,000-strong crowd known as the Orange Army. The narrow, retro-style layout offers little room for error and punishing runoffs, demanding maximum focus. The track's history and physical challenges remind drivers and fans of Formula One's grassroots era, then shifts to a circuit known more for testing than thrilling Grand Prix battles. Paul Ricard returns to host France's Grand Prix from 2018 to 2022 at the Le Castellet facility, known for its wide runoff stripes designed to improve safety. Despite state-of-the-art infrastructure, races often draw criticism for low excitement and processional patterns. The 2021 race redeems itself somewhat as Max Verstappen overtakes Lewis Hamilton in the final laps. Originally built as a testing facility, Paul Ricard's conversion to a Grand Prix host highlights the challenges of balancing safety and spectacle. After 2022, the race is dropped again, emphasizing the difficulty of securing fan engagement at certain venues. The season's narrative then shifts to a high-speed street circuit with immediate impact. The Jeddah Corniche circuit debuts in 2021 as the second longest track on the calendar at 6,114 kilometers. It immediately gains a reputation for very high speeds, with drivers reaching speeds comparable to traditional power circuits but within a narrow street layout. The same year, a brake check incident between Max Verstappen and Lewis Hamilton creates intense rivalry headlines. As a night race bordered by unforgiving concrete walls, Jeddah demands absolute precision and punishes any mistake severely. Its status as one of the newest chaos magnets on the calendar sets it apart from more established venues like Yas Marina. The Yas Marina circuit debuts in 2009 and quickly establishes itself as the final race venue with frequent title-deciding scenarios. The 2021 edition becomes one of the most controversial finishes in F1 history due to safety car timing influencing Max Verstappen's championship win over Lewis Hamilton. The 2010 race famously sees Fernando Alonso lose the title by getting stuck behind Vitaly Petrov for multiple laps, highlighting the importance of track position here. Transitioning from twilight into night, the layout was revised in 2021 to encourage overtaking and more competitive racing. Yas Marina's blend of spectacle and drama contrasts sharply with the classic circuits that dominate earlier in the season. The Shanghai International Circuit debuts in 2004 as China's first Grand Prix, featuring a Hermann Tilke design with a vast paddock complex. Its signature corner, Turn 1, a long tightening right-hander, sets up overtaking opportunities uncommon on many Tilke tracks. In 2007, Lewis Hamilton runs wide and becomes beached in the gravel during qualifying, a rare mistake at the circuit. The 2018 race showcases Daniel Ricciardo's dive bomb move for a crucial podium position. Shanghai also marks F1's 1000th Grand Prix in 2019, underscoring its importance on the calendar. The circuit went on hiatus during COVID-19, but plans to return soon, continuing its role as Asia's flagship venue. Circuit of the Americas. COTA debuts in Austin in 2012 and draws inspiration from classic corners like Maggots Beckett's at Silverstone and Istanbul's Turn 8. Its 5.513-kilometer layout features a signature uphill blind apex that tests driver skill and bravery. Kimi Raikkonen breaks a 113-race win drought here in 2018, showing the circuit's potential for unexpected outcomes. In 2021, Max Verstappen fends off Lewis Hamilton in a fierce battle, amplifying the U.S. Grand Prix's popularity. The wild fan energy adds a unique American atmosphere unlike any other race. Next, the circus heads to a city famous for its neon lights and nighttime spectacle. Las Vegas joins the calendar in 2023 with a night street race featuring the Strip as its main straight. The circuit combines low-grip surfaces and cold tires to create unpredictable chaos on every lap. Max Verstappen calls it 99% show, highlighting the balance between spectacle and racing challenge. Despite glamour and celebrity attention, the track requires genuine driver focus due to its tight corners and tricky braking zones. The race represents Formula One's ongoing reinvention of its American presence, contrasting older venues like Miami. Miami's Grand Prix debuts in 2022 around Hard Rock Stadium, featuring an artificial marina that went viral on social media. The layout includes tight chicanes and a slippery surface, making traction difficult and overtaking a premium skill. Celebrity attendance and party culture bring mixed reviews on racing quality, though Max Verstappen dominates early editions. The intense Florida heat introduces another variable affecting car performance and driver endurance. Miami offers a modern blend of entertainment and motorsport challenges in the heart of the U.S. From 2000 to 2007, the Indianapolis Motor Speedway hosts F1 using an oval road hybrid layout, unique in the championship. Michael Schumacher wins here 5 times, leveraging the track's high-speed banking and long straights. The 2005 tire scandal reduces the field to 6 cars, damaging the race's reputation significantly. The 2001 race becomes a patriotic moment post 9/11 with a strong U.S. presence. Despite its heritage, the event fails to recover from controversy and is removed from the calendar. Istanbul Park debuts in 2005 and immediately gains fame for its Turn 8, a high-speed quadruple apex corner that tests car balance and driver stamina. The 2020 Turkish Grand Prix sees Lewis Hamilton clinch his 7th world title under wet, slippery conditions that exposed grip challenges. The circuit's recent resurfacing lowers grip levels, creating chaotic race conditions that test strategy and skill. Dramatic elevation changes add complexity to the layout. Istanbul remains a fan favorite and returned after a period of absence. Hockenheim hosts F1 for decades until 2019, with its old layout characterized by high-speed forest straights and tight chicanes. The track is known for its challenging overtaking zones amid long blasts through trees. In 2000, a protester disrupts the race, highlighting the high-profile and sometimes contentious atmosphere surrounding the venue. The circuit's redesign reduced length and complexity, but retained its core speed challenge. Hockenheim's legacy influences German motorsport culture profoundly.